Just when I was having a really shit day, look who showed up.
Copy of you.
My Lulu. My big brother. I love you so much, Louis.
Is there a filter on?
Yes. We have to look perfect because I look like shit right now.
It's none other than my brother from another mother.
That's me.
Louis Osbourne.
That is true, a brother from another mother.
Yeah.
I'm 10 years older than Jack.
Yes, I know that.
So,
So he knew Dad in a time that I didn't know my dad.
yeah. I mean, I knew Dad in a time when Dad probably didn't even know who Dad was.
When he was around and he wasn't pissed, he was a great father. But, you know, that was kind of seldom, really. I just have a lot of memories of him being drunk. Fucking just random shit. You know, fucking driving cars across fields and crashing them in the middle of the night and stuff like that. It's not good for family life, really, you know.
Kelly Osbourne's recent union with her rarely seen brother, Louis Osbourne, quietly became one of the most emotional moments for the Osbourne family since the death of their father, Ozzy Osbourne, reminding fans that grief has a way of pulling families together even when their lives have taken very different paths. 5 months after losing the legendary Black Sabbath frontman, Kelly shared a warm and genuine moment on her Instagram stories, posting a smiling selfie with Louis as they stood side by side at a match for Aston Villa, Ozzy's beloved hometown soccer team, during their game against Manchester United in England. It wasn't just a casual outing or a celebrity appearance, it felt deeply personal. Both siblings proudly wore Aston Villa's blue and maroon colors, a quiet tribute to the city and team Ozzy loved so much, as if honoring their father without saying a word. For longtime fans, seeing Kelly with Louis was especially meaningful because Louis has largely stayed out of the spotlight over the years, choosing a quieter life, far away from the chaos and fame that surrounded the Osbourne name. The moment became even more touching when Louis joined Kelly, her fiancé Sid Wilson, and their young son Sydney, just 3 years old, for a brief photo on the field. 3 generations connected by memory, loss, and legacy. Ozzy's death in July at the age of 76, following a heart attack, marked the end of an era not only in music, but within his large, complicated family. Ozzy's life was famous for its wild highs, public struggles, and unforgettable performances. But behind the scenes, his family story was layered and deeply human. He shared daughter Jessica and son Louis with his first wife, Thelma Riley, and later had Kelly, Amy, and Jack with Sharon Osbourne, whom he married after his first relationship ended. He also adopted Elliot, Thelma's son from a previous relationship, raising him as his own. Despite sharing the same father, the Osbourne siblings grew up in very different worlds. While Kelly and Jack became household names thanks to the early 2000s reality show The Osbournes, which exposed the family's private life to millions, others like Louis, Jessica, Elliot, and Amy chose privacy instead. Amy famously declined to appear on the show altogether, a decision that created emotional distance within the family that still exists today. Kelly has openly admitted that she and Amy do not speak, explaining in past interviews that their personalities and ways of seeing the world simply do not align. Jack has echoed similar feelings, acknowledging that their relationship is strained and distant, something he says is no secret. These admissions have always painted a picture of a family bound by blood, but divided by experience, fame, and personal choice. That is what made Kelly's reunion with Louis feel so powerful. It wasn't loud, dramatic, or staged, but quiet, real, and rooted in shared grief. Losing a parent often softens old distances, reminding siblings of where they came from and what truly matters. In that stadium, surrounded by cheering fans and wearing their father's colors, Kelly and Louis weren't celebrities or public figures. They were simply a daughter and a son, honoring the man who shaped their lives in different ways. The moment stood as a reminder that even in families marked by distance and tension, love, memory, and loss can still create bridges, if only for a moment, and that Ozzy Osbourne's legacy lives on not just through his music, but through the quiet, human connections he left behind. Kelly Osbourne has opened up about how life has completely changed for her and her young son Sydney since the heartbreaking death of her father, Ozzy Osbourne, in July 2025, revealing a deeply emotional and personal chapter that shows how grief reshapes everything it touches. Since losing Ozzy, Kelly says she is no longer the same person she once was, explaining that the woman she was before her father died simply does not exist anymore, because losing someone so powerful, loving, and irreplaceable changes you forever. Before his passing, Kelly, her fiancé Sid Wilson, and their son Sydney lived a quieter life on a farm in Iowa, surrounded by animals and open land, far away from the noise of fame. But after Ozzy's death, Kelly made the difficult but heartfelt decision to make the United Kingdom her family's main home. She explained that she feels unable to leave her father behind, as Ozzy is now buried near a peaceful lake on the grounds of the family's Buckinghamshire estate, a place that brings her comfort and closeness to him. While Sydney was born in Los Angeles, Kelly revealed she has no plans to return permanently to the United States, choosing instead to enroll her 3-year-old son in school in the UK, saying that Britain will always be home for her, no matter where life takes her. She shared that she stays where her mother Sharon is and feels emotionally anchored to the place where her father now rests, creating a new sense of stability for her son during a time of deep loss. Even though she has embraced this new life in Britain, Kelly hasn't completely let go of the farm life she grew to love, admitting she still travels back and forth to Iowa and plans to return after Christmas, saying she misses her cows, chickens, and ducks, and that being with them feels healing in a way words cannot explain. As the holiday season approaches, Kelly admits that Christmas will never feel the same again, calling it bittersweet and painful because Ozzy was the heart and magic of their celebrations, a man so unique that she says there will never be another like him. This year, Kelly plans to spend Christmas with her mother Sharon, her brother Louis, his family, and a few cousins, while Jack and Amy will remain in Los Angeles, continuing the pattern of a family that is close in love but often separated by distance. Kelly shared lighter moments too, explaining that Louis will be in charge of cooking because he inherited their father's love and talent for food, something Ozzy was famous for at home, especially his shepherd's pie and chips, which Kelly fondly remembers as the best she ever tasted. She spoke emotionally about how Louis has been her rock throughout this painful time, calling him her pillar and praising him as one of the best humans she knows, saying she feels incredibly lucky to have such strong and supportive brothers. Amid the sadness, Kelly also looked back on joyful childhood Christmas memories, laughing as she recalled how Ozzy used to dress up as Santa Claus and how she and her siblings once set booby traps to test if he really was Santa, only to hear him trip and nearly cancel Christmas altogether, a moment that ended in trouble but became a treasured family story. Through her reflections, Kelly paints a picture of a woman learning how to live with loss, reshaping her world around love, memory, and family, while guiding her son into a new life rooted in tradition, healing, and the enduring presence of a father who may be gone, but will never truly leave her heart.